I am. Mabel Paxson, mother, both deceased. I think at this time we might just go around the room and have the oldest of the family or a representative from each family just stand up and briefly introduce who's who, trying to get acquainted. So we'll start back here, Walter.
Picking on me first, huh?
Yeah.
I'm Walter Paxson, Lloyd Paxson's oldest son. My sister Patty. Patty is last name is Hartley. Her husband was here, but I think they wanted to get up to see the thrashers before they all got going or something. Her daughter Becky Hernandez. Oh, my wife Barbara, I should introduce my wife. And my mother Violet. Violet lives in Portland now, and Ed lives on the home farm now. So we're tickled to death that Ed has a home farm. And this here is April. April would be my youngest sister Loretta's daughter, and her daughter Samantha. Too many for me to remember here. I think that's the extent of our family that's here.
All right. The next table, whoever's in charge there, or who's to go.
I'm in charge. Oh.
We're Mary and Lester Paxson's daughters. This is Rita and I'm Virginia. Our middle sister, Josephine, she's in the nursing home of Bluffton with Alzheimer's and don't know any of us. And our oldest brother Ralph and our younger brother John, they both passed away. So we're the only ones. That takes care of us.
I'm Jim Paxson. I have with me my brother Joe and my sister Janie and Joanne. We were born in the early 30s. My mother said on a kitchen table in a house about 3 blocks from here in Pennville. And we moved to Springfield, Ohio when I was 5. And my mother was from Springfield, and my dad was a carpenter, and there wasn't much work in Pennville, Indiana at the time, so he had to go to Springfield to get a job. My mother and dad are deceased. They're both buried at Twin Hills Cemetery. Mom died in 1985 and Dad in 1993. I think the biggest mistake, and we're trying to look the genealogy up, but when Dad was living with Janie in Springfield for 8 years, I didn't sit down with him and go over our family history. So it's a little sketchy, so we're trying to see if we can delve out some information about them. So we're proud to be Paxsons. Thank you.
My name is Bill Edmondson. My grandmother was Sophia Paxson, and I live in Rockford, Illinois. And my son-in-law, Doug Paxson, married my daughter. So my daughter lives down here in this area. My in-laws live in Wells County, so that's how I get down here.
I'm Ellen Edmondson Merchant. Claire on Valley Edmondson are my sister Nell Person's parents. And this is my granddaughter Tricia and my great-granddaughter Cassandra.
Sophia Paxson.
Elizabeth. They called her Elizabeth. Was our grandmother's Paxson.
Kenneth Dale.
Dale Paxson, granddaughter named after his son.
We call it. We call it. He called it.
Yeah, part of us, Carl Paxson.
Oh, he's your nephew?
Dean Paxson passed away last November.
Yeah, this is Vicar Carl Paxson and my dad.
I hope so.
Okay, over here we have some newcomers.
I'm Wayne Paxson, my wife Sandra. My dad was Roger Paxson, his grandfather was Sherman Paxson, and his dad was Malin. That's about it, I guess. I've got some pictures out there if anybody wants to look at. with Malin and the family. We're going to look at it later on, we'll go out and put them in. We do have Sherman's 45-70 rifle that he carried in the Civil War. Malin's, I'm sorry. And I have a cane with, I don't know what he made while I had the museum in Bluffton. It's got a bunch of Indian head pins on it. It's got some kind of significance for them pins, birthdays, nothing, but I never did find out what it was.
I'm Ray Paxson, son of Carl Paxson, Carl Mabel Paxson. This is my wife Sue. This is my daughter Angie. This is my other daughter Angie. Actually, my daughter-in-law Angie. And our grandson Nate. And my granddaughter Cammy Jo, just born in May. And my son Daniel. And our youngest son, Andrew Sparky Paxson, is not here today.
I'm Donna Benzie, I'm Donna Paxson, and I'm the oldest. My sister Connie's deceased, and then me. My dad thought he was not going to have any boys, and then he had 6. And my husband is Robert Benzie, and we have 2 children. Jason is at the Theological Institute in Chicago, finishing his last year of seminary. And our youngest son, Timothy, is married, and as of May 17th, I am a grandmother. Evan Robert.
Granddaughter?
Did I forget some?
Did you say granddaughter?
Grandson.
Grandmother.
I said I'm a grandmother.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ed?
Yeah, I am the oldest of the boys, Sister Donna, and my wife, there she is. All right. We have 2 daughters. They're both in California. Our oldest daughter, Lena, is living in Mission Viejo, and Amy and the kids and her husband all went to visit them, so they're all having fun in California right now. I'm visiting and we live in Lafayette, and we just bought the home place of Lloyd Paxson. And I just got a job with the School Corporation last week, and so we're back here.
Max. I'm another one of the Paxson boys. I'm Max. My wife is Tina, sitting over here in the yellow. And this is my oldest son, Mark. The next son, Ben. Kim is Mark's wife, and I have 2 granddaughters, Kate and Lauren. And Ashley is married to Ben, and we'll have another granddaughter or a grandson maybe before the end of next March.
And as I said, I'm Dave Paxson. I'm next to the youngest of this crew. And it's my wife, Cora, daughter, Carla. She's the middle of the family. The son, Adam, he was here earlier. He left. He has to work tonight. Go sleep. And this is Carla's husband, Ryan. And then we have an oldest son that lives in Austin, Texas. Welcome, everybody. And so we'll move on here now. Have the reading of the minutes.
The 112th Paxson Reunion was held Sunday, August 27, 2006 at the Pennville Community Building. A basket dinner was at 12:30 with Dick Paxson present, leading in prayer. Following the wonderful carry-in, the business meeting was held. Introduction of families was held, and then the 2005 Secretary's report was read by Angela Paxson. Letters from family members who were unable to come to Paxson Reunion were read. These letters were from Audrey Gerber Paxson and Ray and Bertha Garrett. A letter was also received from Doris Alverson, niece of Gretchen Garrett, and requests that Gretchen be removed from mailing list. She now resides in Heritage Park, Fort Wayne, Indiana. In the letter, Doris also reports the death of Ernest Garrett, who passed away in January 2004. Other deaths reported this year was from Kenny Dale Paxson, whose sister passed away April 15, 2006, Mary Burdette Paxson, Van Winkle. Births reported this year were Sadie Grace Paxson, born August the 3rd, 2006, daughter of Michael and Jenny Paxson, grandfather Dick Paxson. August 1st of 06, Peyton Elizabeth Michael, daughter of Tommy and Michelle Michael, grandmother the late Connie Michael. Okay, Cassandra Leigh Platt was born October 26th of 05, and Samantha Marie Weigel, born 7106, mother April Weigel, grandmother Violet Paxson. Christina Marie Martin, born 9/11/05, mother Lena Martin, grandfather Ed Paxson. After reporting of deaths and births, the winners of the flower and vegetable contest were announced. Kenny Dale Paxson was the winner of vegetable contest, who brought a large turnip. Sue Paxson was winner of the flower contest, who brought a beautiful assortment of zinnias. The oldest person present was Jessie Edmondson, who is 88 years old, and the youngest person present was Sadie Grace Paxson, who was born on August 3rd of 06. The person who traveled the furthest was Susan Bobbitt, who traveled from Elkhart, Indiana. Entertainment this year included a poem from Lauren and Kate Paxson, daughters of Mark Paxson. Logan Vaughn also entertained the Paxsons by playing a song on his keyboard. Nate Paxson, along with his mother, sang a song. The annual bubblegum contest was also held, and winners include Lauren Paxson in the up to 15 years old group, Angie K. Paxson in the 16 to 35 year old group, and Becky Hernandez won in the oldest age group. Treasure report was read and an offering was taken up to pay for expenses. $78 was collected at the reunion. The current balance reported from Becky Hernandez is $69.61. In other business, Violet Paxson asked and requested to update the genealogy of the Paxsons that Helen Paxson started. The last update was during the 100th Paxson Reunion. Pat Hartley also reported that Jane Branham is now in an assisted living place near Huntington, Indiana. She is 94 years old. Ed Paxson brought an old picture of the 5 original Paxson brothers, thought to be taken on the front porch of where Daniel and Angie M. Paxson now resides, and now thought the picture was taken at the old Kerr house. A picture of Mabel and Carl Paxson's 5 boys were taken at the home of Daniel and Angie Paxson, and it was also shown. Also reported there is a town in Alaska called Paxson, Alaska, which also has a lodge there. Also reported in Wauseon, Ohio, while Mabel Paxson's family were on family vacation, a Paxson investment business was seen. Next year's officers were announced: Dave Paxson, President; Ed Paxson, Vice President; Flora Paxson, Secretary; Angie M. Paxson, Treasurer. Business meeting was then dismissed. Family and friends then sat around and caught up on old times. Okay, Secretary Angela Paxson.
Any additions or corrections to the minutes? Flora's also got different letters that was sent to people that can't make it this year, and wishing that they could come, or deaths, or they'd moved further away and no way to get here, this and that. And she's got a few of them. I think maybe she's going to read, and others she'll just pass around.
Okay, this first one was from Eleanor Edmondson, and she says, "To the Paxsons, thanks for sending the announcement of the Paxson Reunion. Perhaps you have not heard that Jessie passed away on May 7th, 2007, at 88 years of age after a good long life. Don't think any Cincinnati Edmondsons will make your gathering on August 26th, but we wish for you all a good day and a happy reunion." And it says, "Sincerely, Eleanor Edmondson." Very nice card.
Or Jess, not Jessica.
Jessica, sorry. Okay, the next one that I have here was Clay Downing's relation from David Curtis. And he says, I think the Paxsons are aware that Clay Downing died in Grand Rapids, Michigan on the 30th of March of 2004, and I noticed it was written down. But Evelyn Downing died in Grand Rapids this year, the March 18th, 2007. So Clay and his children are related to the Paxsons from his mother, Elma Paxson Downing. And evidently they had 8 children because they've got 8 listed on here. I won't read all of them, but okay. In working on the Paxson genealogy, David Curtis put on here, I recently received the Civil War pension records for Michael Paxson, who fought with the 34th Indiana Infantry.
He was a janitor
I
at
was
Reiki
surprised
schools,
to
and that was
learn
his
from these
janitor,
pension
Keyring.
records that he had a brother, John Paxson, who died on Sultana during the war. Okay, our son and his family now live in Greenwood, Indiana, and they would appreciate receiving notices of the Paxson Reunion, which I've written down on the address list, so they will be included. And it says, thank you, David Curtis. Okay, the next one I have is Bertha and Ray Garrett, and she had sent some money for offering, so I'll put that in the offering when it comes. And she has some neat older cards here from Gilead Church. Okay, and I'll explain that with the letter. Okay, it says, Dear David and all the other Paxson relatives, thank you for sending the notice of the Paxson Reunion. Since being at South Bend puts us 3 hours from Pennville, we will not come for the reunion. Enclosed is the $5 toward postage and building rent. We are doing well for old folks. Ray celebrated his 85th on August 7th. My celebration of my 81st was in March. I'm still able to mow our yard, much smaller than at Fort Wayne. Ray cleans the mower and sharpens the blade, but can't do walking to help mow. Poor circulation in his legs. Our family is well scattered. Paul and family are in Minnesota, near Minneapolis. He teaches math at University of Minnesota at Minneapolis. His wife works in dietetics with diabetes patients. Joe and some of his family are here 1 mile from us in South Bend. He works at City Securities, an investment firm. His wife teaches. David and his wife are in Los Angeles. He plays cello in the Philharmonic Orchestra, and his wife, I'm not sure of the pronunciation, I'll say Junko, is a pianist. She will be doing a concert in the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. on August 23rd at 6 p.m. She didn't know if it is to be broadcast. Our daughter Karen is on the faculty at Kansas State at Manhattan, Kansas. She does research in plants and plant diseases. All the kids must have inherited talents from Paxson's and Garrett's, don't you think? And she's the one that always brought the beautiful flowers here, if everybody remembers. I did drive them for music lessons, etc. when they were young. I have enclosed historical things, 2 cards for the Paxson Reunion, which dates back to 1911 and 1916. Also a Gilead program that dates back to 1914. Okay, you will see that your historian, and I'll give it to Ray, she wants it to go to the church. Okay, where the church receives it. We will miss seeing all of you. May God's blessings keep you safe and happy. Ray and Bertha Garrett. Okay, very nice. And I'll put the cards up there so everybody can see if they want to see them.
Just pass one around there.
Okay. I'll start right here. Okay, and the last thing, Jim Paxson might be interested in seeing some pictures here. Got a nice little card from Audrey Paxson. And it says, it is hard to believe 13 years have passed since Dick and I spent a great day with all of you. I'm sorry I can't be with you this year, but I wish you all a wonderful time together. Dick's brother Dave lives in Connorsville, and she gave the address, with his wife Janet. Their father was Lloyd S. Paxson, Gwendolyn Diblett, son of Sherman and Clara
That's not the same
Paxson.
one that was in the Bible.
Grandfather Malin Paxson.
think it
I'm
is.
sending some copies of pictures that you may keep if you wish, and I'll just keep them in with the notes here. Okay. It says, "Thank you for your kind reminder of the 113th Paxson Reunion. Dick and I attended the 100th reunion and thoroughly enjoyed it. Many good, friendly Paxsons. Dick died 2 years ago of a brain tumor that was inoperable, lived only 3 months when diagnosed. We had been married almost 57 years, and I miss him very much. He was a good man." And it says, "Have a great time. Love, Audrey Gerber Paxson." And I'll pass around these pictures too. Pretty nice pictures. And if you know of who that picture is, of the one with question mark, let me know, and I'll put it on the back of the picture so we have it labeled as it is.
That's it. Do we have any deaths to report in the past year other than the ones that Flora read in letters?
I missed one. Pat gave me a news clipping of Al Conkling, who had passed away. And that's what you were going to say?
That's our son, because my brother John Paxson passed away February the 6th.
February the 6th
February the 6th of this year.
of this year.
But our son passed away a year ago, February the 15th. The Al Conkling there.
The Al, okay, she had August 22nd. You said she had August 22nd. What date did you say?
Al passed away the 15th of August last year.
The 15th of August.
That's probably what I got in the paper.
Yeah. Got it.
We had a great nephew, Ray's grandson. You want
Wesley Raymond Paxson, born January 16th, passed away on January 31st. The 16th January.
Are there any others? Do we have any births? Well, let's just take a moment of silence here and memory of those. Okay. Do we have any births? Donna?
I have a grandson. Evan Robert, born May 17th.
Is it cute?
He is grand.
Yeah, okay.
My daughter, Kinsey Kathleen, born December 12th of 06.
You see this?
Cameron Joanne Paxson, daughter of Daniel and Angie Paxson, May 21st.
Do we have any others?
See those?
Okay, who's the youngest, who's got the youngest little one here? I think maybe Andy's got it right. I'm gonna hold her up there, Andy. Okay, who's the oldest? Who was revealed that they're the oldest?
We've got another two babies.
Okay, two more, okay, sorry.
Ronald Paxson had a grandson, Grant Paxson. His father is Jason Paxson. October 26, 2006.
You got that?
I had a grandson born in October last year, I guess.
October 8th.
Forgot that, Tanner. One of my youngest twin boys had a boy.
Yes.
Older Paxson. You got that?
What's his last name?
Tanner David.
Middle name.
Paxson. Got 10 grandsons and, five. How many of them were Paxson? All but 2.
Three granddaughters.
3 granddaughters. Have 13 granddaughters.
Get all the birds.
What was Kenzie Kathleen's last name?
Cemetery on the side of the road, it's right by the road. Yeah, it's that main one.
Okay.
And that Civil War book read.
Who wants to admit that they're the oldest here? Gotta cry.
Rita's 90.
Try to beat 90. Rita, you got a gift coming there.
Right there. Here's a big.
Hey.
He liked that, didn't he?
He's just like his dad.
That's neat.
Angie, if you would give the treasury report at this time.
Okay, for the 2006 reunion, the beginning balance was $116.85. We collected $78. The postage and cards were $59.80. The prizes and gum were $25.44. The rent was $40, which gave us an ending balance of $69.61. And I think rent this year has gone up to $50.
This year's rent, they're changing things. If I've got it right, the Lions Club is taking over, overseeing the building, and they require a homeowner's policy shown that is going to be covered for damage. Somebody has to put out the homeowner's policy in case there's damage. They want a $50 deposit plus $50 rent. After the building is, the keys turned back in, and the building is proved out that no damage, at that point you get the $50 check back written out ahead of time. So, bottom line is you have to have $100 to get in proof of insurance to get the building. And the building rent is $50 total. So, that's how we stand there. So, Ray, there's that big plastic tub right there. Just pass that around. I don't see anything smaller.
Is it big enough?
They have my dog.
Okay. Max and Ray, we got some vegetables over here. And who is the winners of this?
We decided on the vegetables. This here had quite a variety, and it really looks real nice, a lot of colors to it. So who's this belong to?
Whose vegetables is this?
Who brought this in? Nobody claims it?
Our horticulture people.
Actually,
He claims it. That's where he stole them from.
I want to tell Violet that those vegetables grew out there on
Oh, yeah?
almost unattended. That's how you see.
So these are Ed's vegetables, and they was off the farm. And then these tomatoes are real nice. Who brought the tomatoes in? Bob did?
Yeah, grew them from seed.
Some nice big sweet potatoes, right? Or these are just red potatoes, are they? Red potatoes, those are real nice, that's good. And then some very nice sweet potatoes. Who brought those in? Flora did. So the grand prize goes to right here. And then on the flowers, we had to do a lot of talking on it, didn't we?
We did. Can I make the announcement? Yeah, this is the winner.
Who does it belong to? Did I get a kid?
Oh, I guess it's my wife.
Okay, do we have any, we'll start off with young ones for some entertainment. Anybody have any songs? Anybody have any songs?
Lauren, you gonna say your phone? Lauren. Hey, Lauren.
She's sitting over by
While we're getting that organized, who thinks they traveled the furthest?
Yeah.
300 miles. Who's got over that 300 mile base?
Let Nate do this, he's ready.
Right, 300 miles.
Is Nate gonna go?
Nate's gonna sing a song. Sing a song. Turn right here and sing it.
Kate, you wanna go now?
Yeah, something, Kate. Kate's got two up. Sing right up here. Sing real loud or talk real loud.
I had a little snowball, as perfect as can be. I thought I'd keep it as a pet and let it sleep. So I made it some pajamas and pillow for its head. I ran away. I thought,
But late last night.
late last night, I ran away. But first I wet my bed. This one when they go away. When they go away, I'll get another day.
Right back there. This is Laura.
It's Sister Priscilla, Sister Priscilla, a crime that's finding Sister Priscilla. I'm really not kidding, so we will start the bidding. Do I hear $1, a nickel, a penny? Oh, isn't there, is. A kid who will buy this old Sister Priscilla is crying and smiling and Sister Priscilla.
Anybody else? You don't have to be a youngin'. You got a poem, a song, story.
He's not going to, is he?
Okay, anybody's interested in bubble gum contest, let's get some bubble gum. Start chewing it up.
I think Angie has it.
What?
Wait, Dave, we're not quite done on the